Welcome, Leo. This is your weekly focus, April 1st to the 7th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you, truly, for being here today. Okay, we'll give the cards a fast shuffle and then we will cut them and see what they hold for our week ahead. Okay, our underlying energy is, look at this, the Four of Wands. This is proposals. This is now not every Leo is getting proposed to for marriage. I understand that. So when we're looking at more of a collective reading, we are looking at partnerships. We are looking at our friendships. We are looking at the people dearest and closest to our heart. And we are looking to celebrate the small accomplishments, the growth that we have in our life. And many times I say if you get together with a friend over a cup of coffee or a bite to eat, at the end of it, tell each other that you love each other. I always leave with a big hug and I love you. Of course I do. But you don't. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I love you? Well, there's a few people, but. Anyways, back to you. This is about, we have four wands in the ground. Four wands in the ground to symbolize the castle that we are building. We have the garland hanging over top, so we put a little bit of flair to it, a little bit of decoration to it to make it look astounding for our celebration. This is taking the time to acknowledge that we've come together and we've grown our bond in some way. That we have maybe, we're strengthening our foundation, or we are sharing or exploring our shared values. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is a time to look at your relationships and understand if they have balance. If there's a win-win, if we've compromised ourselves away, or have we collaborated for a balance within the relationship, a harmony within the relationship, a beauty within the relationship. This is to pay attention to who may be taking advantage of your good nature, who doesn't truly appreciate the things you do for them. Or maybe it is you that isn't present in a certain relationship and you know that you need to step up and be that. The Hermit. The Hermit, we sit in the here and now. The Hermit's one who goes into the cave or the desert and sits with his thoughts. He looks at where he is, what he has accomplished to this point, his gifts, his talents, his unique self. He looks towards where he needs to go next. Maybe it's through listening to his inner voice where his next step will be. Maybe he's got something that he's already thought of stepping into. And he devises a plan. He devises a strategy to step into the opportunities, to go on the adventures, to increase his knowledge along the way. When he feels he has a plan that he can go forward and follow to some degree, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, everything is taken care of, but it does need to be a good outline to our best life ever, to that job promotion, to that beautiful relationship, to that trip we want to take, to that, anything you want, that learning experience. That's when we step out of the cave. That's when we go forward on our path. Now we have the Page of Swords, so there's a little bit of serendipity happening here. A little bit of taking a risk on ourselves, believing in ourselves, going to, embracing some kind of transformative energy around us. The veil is very thin when this card comes out, so know that you can talk to God, your angels, your guides, your higher self, source, the universe. We're in thought of how we want to move forward. We are looking for clarity. We are looking for new things to start happening, new energy to come in, things to start moving forward. Now, it's a young energy, so we have to kind of be a little careful and a little cautious and think things through, short term and long term, before we actually dive into these experiences. Does it help me? Does it move me forward? Does it support me? Does it strengthen me? Okay, let's look at work and career. Well, we have the Two of Cups for work and career. So a new boss, a new partnership, a new co-worker. The Two of Cups, it could be a new passion, a new desire, a new dream that awakens you. Okay, this could be a new way of stepping into your empowerment or embracing your unique gifts. This is where you could be aligning yourself with your higher self, your purpose, your calling, your destiny, your legacy, perhaps. This is where we could be allowing the transformation of new beginnings and new starts when it comes to career, when it comes to how we bring in prosperity, how we bring in abundance to our life. This could be a mentor coming in. This could be somebody, showing up in our lives, and they show us our own potential so that we can go forward. We have the Page of Wands. It really is about a new beginning here. It doesn't surprise me. A lot of you are getting new beginning energy because we have on April the 8th the solar eclipse, which is, wait till you see the sky for this one. Oh my goodness. We're talking not a new beginning. We're talking a plethora of new beginnings. Really, I'm underplaying these readings. I should yamp them up starting with you guys, because this is where you could actually put anything you wanted into place, anything you desire. What brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what, new opportunities. We can grow those opportunities, grow those adventures in any way we want. We can step into new learning experiences of where we want to grow, where we want to prosper. We can step into new relationships and start that relationship without the baggage coming with us, perhaps. A brand new beginning, like that first love. So when it comes to work and career, I mean, really, what do you want? What do you want to create? Give it thought, meditate on it, think about it, journal it. We have the Star card. Yeah, it's making the impossible possible here. It's stepping into a new sense of hope, a new sense of belief in yourself, a belief that the path is actually being paved for you as you go forward, as you show up, as you do your part. We have insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. Okay, so don't get caught up in anybody else's drama. Don't listen to the gossip. Don't start the gossip. Okay, insights that come from quiet meditation. So it's not about being busier this week. It's about giving it more thought, more conscious direction of where we are and where we want to go. The need for more sleep or time off. So take some time away from life for just you. 15 minutes. I'm sure in 24 hours, you deserve 15 minutes of quality time doing just what you want to do for your happiness, for your joy, maybe creating something. And that actually makes you stronger and more capable of going forward. By taking that little break for yourself, it charges your batteries. It rejuvenates you. We have a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So, if we need honest dialogue, this is the time for it. But I say that with a grain of salt because we really have to think about what we are saying to people, because we will also have Mercury in retrograde for the entire week, for the entire month, actually. So, a wonderful new idea, an aha moment, an epiphany of how to create maybe more prosperity in your life, or invest your money in a better way, or utilize your money in a better way, spending it in a better way, bringing it in, creating that money stream in a better way, getting that promotion, getting that uh, pay raise, getting that new job. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. So if you're finding that you just have to push it a little bit more and give it a little bit more effort, that is intended to see if that you are really willing to do what it takes to move yourself forward. So give the big nod of approval. I'll do whatever it takes to move forward. And we have the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So stop selling yourself short. Go after your passions, go after your dreams, go after what pushes you, motivates you, inspires you, enthuses you to go forward in a brand new way. Create some kind of momentum in your life, some kind of motivation, and allow your creativity to flourish. We got, the Ace of Michael, the Four of Michael, and the Five of Michael all in your career path. So Archangel Michael defends your way, keeps you safe, has his sword at his side to give you the protection to allow you to move forward in the way you need. Okay? All telling you that it is time. It is time to go forward, right? We had a wonderful new idea, insights from quiet meditation. And this situation does not serve you. So, what have you been trying to step into or presently in? And it's hard. It's not working. It causes stress, or the hours keep changing, or the people you work with aren't nice, or the clientele is horrible. There's something that you just don't want to be there. It doesn't serve you in any way. And this is telling you also that there is something better out there. Now, you don't quit what doesn't work right now, but you go after and find what does work and replace it. And boy, when you can finally say adios, you're empowered even more. So love and relationships, we have the King of Pentacles, thinking outside the box to bring in the abundance in the relationships and the growth. This is making strong foundations within the relationship, putting the attention and the care and the presence needed in order to grow that relationship in the way that you want it to grow, to be the most wonderful relationship in the entire world, in the entire planet. This is great abundance can come into relationships now to allow some kind of transformative energy perhaps to enter the relationship, even if it's a very stagnant or a combative relationship. To know that you do have the power to transform the relationship, or you working together, obviously. It just can't be you. It's about sticking with the tried and true, going back to the basics, maybe taking the relationship to the very beginnings of why you were with this person in the first place. Remember when your palms would get sweaty, or you couldn't wait for their text or their phone call, and how it's changed because we relax in those relationships. We know they're not going anywhere after a while in that relationship. Before, they were always leaving. We couldn't wait to see them again. Tony Robbins says if you treat every day like your first day, you'll never have a last. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. There, the expansion, the diversity, the growth of the relationship. Okay, it's time to awaken ourselves in the relationship, awaken ourselves, and by doing that, we awaken the relationship itself. Okay, to challenge ourselves to explore our depths of emotional well-being. and what do we really need in that relationship. Now, this isn't just a spouse that we're talking about. This is anyone you hold dear to your heart, you love unconditionally. Those are the people we're talking about here. Okay, maybe we need to allow for some healing of some past wounds. It's the expansion of, so when we do that, we can expand, we can build the trust, we can build the respect within the relationship. When we bury the hatchet, so to speak, when we heal together over a, an argument or disagreement, or the expansion too is if you are dating to, this isn't the time to really, I think, settle down with any one person. Although there might be somebody really great coming in, I think you need to just play it by ear. I think there's going to be an influx of people, maybe even coming into your life right now, and so they all seem to have special qualities. And take your time exploring all that's being offered you, all the people, so that you meet that soulmate. But it's diversifying yourself in some way. It's allowing more. It's not just going on a date and kind of staying there with that one date until they phone you again, but go on a different date the next night and the next weekend, and make yourself almost unavailable during this time, and go out and view the world from just enjoying a first date with somebody, getting to know somebody new, sharing an experience together. Some of them I know aren't great, but others are wonderful. And we have the Magician. So what do you truly want when it comes to your relationship? Okay, there is this beautiful transformative power of love and desire, where we are looking at the shared values that we have, strengthening the foundations in relationships, building the authenticity of the relationship, explore within to see what truly matters to us in a relationship, and how we want love expressed to us and how we express love. And do they hear that love, or do they need me to express it a different way? Some people, they do things for others as a way to show their love. And when there's no thank you, they feel that maybe they're not as loved in the relationship as they could be. When in fact they are, because that person likes feeding them and making great meals for them and cooking for them and stuff like that. But since you sit down for a meal every night, you don't think of thanking them for the meal, even though they put a lot of thought and energy into the meal to make you happy. And then they think, well, maybe they don't love me as much as I love them. And so the miscommunication happens. So it's about open communication right now as well. But what do you want? What kind of magic do you want to come into your relationships? Do you want to go on trips and adventures and step into new opportunities with them? Maybe learning experience, taking a workshop, or learning how to tango together. Or, the world's open to all kinds, go bowling, whatever. Opportunities are out there, and this energy is saying to seek them. Okay, let's see here. We'll get this card here. We've got let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So I don't know who this card is for. It doesn't really match the energy that I was talking about unless we are balking at any kind of transformative power that is coming into the relationship. If we are trying to fight it, if it doesn't meet our viewpoint, if we don't like where it might take us. Okay, let's go to personal growth for the week. How do we do that? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is here, so it's journaling. It's writing the new story of your life, and this is a perfect time to do it. Trust me, this week you do want to journal exactly what your life is going to look like 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. Go for it. Tomorrow, what are you waking up to? What are you stepping into? How are you going to grow that dream into something that is real, tangible in your life? This is about writing the new chapters. This is about the seasons changing. This is about new experiences coming in, lighter energy, creative energy. We have the Seven of Swords. So keep your secrets to yourself. Don't share a lot of you with others. Don't just automatically trust people because they smile at you this week. Close people only for your secrets, for sharing who you are and what you're about and where you're going. Not everybody needs to know at the present time, and it's better actually that they don't. So just zip it. Also, this is a card that asks us to look at what we are taking forward with us and what we truly need to go forward with us. That we are not weighing ourselves down, that we are not burdening ourselves with extra obligations, responsibilities, control over things we don't need the control over. To feel that independence, to feel that freedom, to feel that sense of liberation as we walk into the solar eclipse. We also have the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. So two sevens together is always standing in your truth in order to bring in the beauty, in order to bring in the harmony that you want in existence in your life. So the seven energy to me is standing in your truth, not bending, and standing in your truth also means that we're just not going to grab a cup here and run, but we are going to see if that cup truly holds what aligns with us, our path forward, what we want in our life. So it may sound all really hunky-dory until we read the fine print. So just a little bit more investigation, a little bit more thought needs to go into what we are truly saying yes to and what we are saying no to under this time. We also have the hangman, so it's really being in the moment, being present, letting go of control of the things that we, don't necessarily need control over. Let somebody else do it. I know you can do it better, but it will get done. So let them do it, okay? Free up the time, the energy, the resources for you, for your path forward. Also, this is a time when we want to release the emotion of the situation and look at things, observe it through a logical point of view, to kind of detach from the emotion and don't let emotion push the ballot in one way or another. Of course, we do want the balance of the two working in harmony, but this time we want a little bit more of a logical approach and going with the flow, being present, going with the flow, not worried about what tomorrow's going to bring and not upset about what happened yesterday, but being in the moment, being present. Even mindful meditations, things like that, are all wonderful things to do this week. We have Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. So if you were sitting there going, Telly, in order for that to happen in my life, I need a bloody miracle. And guess what? Here it is. Here's your miracle. The validation of the miracle to happen this week. There's magic in the air for you. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Utilize it. We have potential. Think big for your future. Don't minimize. Don't bargain parts of your dream away so that it's more obtainable. Go after I hear the zest in life. Embrace the zest in life. You're a Leo, you should be able to do that. Confrontation, pick your battles wisely. So we don't want to be standing toe to toe with everybody, but rather we want to win the war. So, we have to pick our battles wisely. Is this worth fighting over? If it's not, then you know what? Put it on the back burner. Don't allow it to upset your day. Okay, something can happen to us first thing in the morning. And if we let it eat away at us, by the time evening comes, we are so stressed over everything that went bad in our day because that's what happens. We put our attention to what didn't work right, what went wrong. And so guess what happens? More things to go wrong enters our life, gets in our way, because that's what we're putting our focus on. So when we can remove it, when we can let it go. So if somebody cuts you off on the highway, you're going to work in the morning. Now that person did not intentionally get 99.9% did not get behind the steering wheel to intentionally hunt you down so that they could cut you off this morning. Okay, maybe they just got news that there's a loved one that's sick, or maybe they just got a diagnosis from the doctor. Maybe they are in their review is today, and so they're in panic of if they are even going to have a job by noon today. There could be 1,001 reasons. So instead, just bless them and let them go on their way. Guess what happens? More things to bless come into your life. And not all of them are something that's going to put you in danger, right? But more good things will happen to you. More good things will happen so that you are thankful, that you are giving and receiving love. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. And we'll get one more card here. And we got vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Did I even mention that you need to go on a trip? Because I guess you do. A day trip overnight, plan something. Go away, experience a new adventure, a new opportunity. You could meet somebody along the journey, or you could see something along the journey that just ignites your passion, your desire for a brand new path that takes you completely by surprise. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.